Identity and Access Management, or IAM, in Google Cloud gives you fine-grained control over the permissions that users have. Today, we're going to look at group membership and the resource hierarchy to understand how you can allow users to access resources. Let's start on the IAM page, where we can see the permissions for the different users on a project. In our project named My Project, the user@tse.junix.net has been granted the Storage Object Viewer role. This role allows a user to list and download objects from storage buckets, but does not allow for creation or deletion of any objects. This role was granted to the user in the project's IAM policy, so it'll apply to the whole project and all buckets in the project. Let's take a look at those buckets by going to the Cloud Storage page. If our user were to go into the Your Bucket 321 bucket, they'll be able to view all objects because of the Storage Viewer role at the project level. As we said before, they won't be able to upload a new object or delete an existing object. The same behavior can be observed on the command line. If the user runs gsutil-ls, all the objects from the bucket are listed. When the user tries deleting an object with gsutil-rm, the operation fails with an error message that the user does not have the storage.objects.delete permission. So far, so good. Let's take a look at another bucket named MyBucket321. Here, our user seems to have options to delete and upload objects. We can see this by running gsutil-rm and seeing that the operation succeeds. What would cause this difference in behavior between the two buckets? Here, we can see that both buckets belong to the same project, so our user should have the same Storage Object Viewer role. The user should have received a permission denied error when trying to delete the object. To investigate this kind of issue, the organization's security admin can use the IAM Policy Troubleshooter. Let's head to the IAM and admin page and then click on Policy Troubleshooter. Here, you'll be able to see details on what permissions a user has. We can put in our user's email, the full resource path, and the permission we want to investigate. If you want to see more details about Policy Troubleshooter, check out the documentation. After we click Check API Call, we can see that the user has the Storage Object Admin role at the bucket level due to being a part of the group at tse.junix.net group. Storage Object Admin lets users do more than just view objects, they can also create and delete them. Even though the user has the viewer role on all buckets in the project, having the admin role on this specific bucket overrides that. In order to use the Policy Troubleshooter, you'll need to have the ability to see policies across the organization, such as with the IAM.SecurityReviewer role. You also need access to see group memberships for any groups that you want to list users for. Check out the documentation to see more about using the Policy Troubleshooter and which roles you'll need.